Chat, you guys aren't going to believe me here. You guys aren't going to believe me. I do not know what the trade package is. Okay, you guys aren't going to believe me. I was just on a call with somebody, and all I got was the notification that AD's been traded. I know he's traded to the Wizards. I do not know what the return is. I have no clue. I have literally no idea what the return is. I'm about to find out. You're about to see my live reaction. I am also not reading the chat. So I do not know the return. I'm about to look at it right now. What the fuck? He's on the Wizards? What are the Wizards doing, bro? All right, let's see it. Wait, what? Jared McCain to the Thunder? Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Breaking news. The Dallas Mavericks are trading 10-time NBA All-Star Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Exum. Oh, man, all of them are gone. All of them packaged up in one deal to the Wizards for Chris Middleton expiring. AJ Johnson. Interesting. Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley, 2 first-round picks in 3 seconds. What? The first suck. It's 5 seconds. Where do I go to see the picks? Weak ass trade. Well, I'm kind of interested in AJ Johnson.
At Braden McClellan 1177 has joined the Slightly Delusional Club. At Braden McClellan 1177 celebrates 38 months of membership. Picks are made, but still more than I thought.
Thank you, Braden. 38 months. Dallas is receiving a 2026 Thunder first-round pick. Okay. And a 2030 protected Warriors first-round pick in this deal from the Wizards, along with second-rounders. 2030. Oh, that's that 1 through 20 pick, isn't it? Yeah, that's that 1 through 20. I know. I mean, okay. I mean, that's better than any Raptors deal.
Ed has joined the Slightly Delusional Club.
Thank you, DTX. Yeah, I mean, the return's not great. Obviously, that goes without being said. Chris Middleton's expiring, and I'm almost willing to bet doesn't even play a game here. AJ Johnson's an interesting young guy. You know, I don't know about him. Malachi Branham, whatever. Marvin Bagley is like a sneaky good big. Marvin Bagley's like an actually good big. That
who remembers the Hallelujah song? The baffling Mavs picked Bagley over Luka.
Keegan with the 499. Yeah. It's full circle moment, man. Full circle moment. A sort of underappreciated thing here is low-key getting off that Hardy deal is pretty nice. Tim McMahon tweet. Wizards thought process on AD trade with intent to be competitive next season. Washington added 10-time All-Star to pair with Trae Young without giving up homegrown young talent or premium picks. Yeah, I mean, okay. Good for them, bro. The Mavs shed about $70 million from their payroll next season. Yeah. $70 million. Yeah, low key the Hardy trade, like, don't sleep on Hardy being involved in that deal. Chris Middleton will almost certainly Oh, uh-oh. Shea's out till past the All-Star break. Wait, hold on. I have a thing now for this. No, that's not the fucking transition. Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sustained an abdominal strain and will be reevaluated after the All-Star break. Shit. Luka sliding in for the MVP. How many games is that? That's next week, isn't it? Is it the All-Star break next week? 5 games? Yeah, that's not enough to sway the MVP voting. Jake Fisherbaum. There is momentum on a deal that would send Ousmane Dieng from OKC to Charlotte for Mason Plumlee. Oh, shit! All right, so let's dive in a little bit more onto this trade. Let's dive in a little bit more onto the AD trade.
Heard.
No, fuck no. No.
He has been unwilling to meet to confirm. But league sources tell me that the San Antonio Spurs are De'Aaron Fox's perfect.
I'm the source now. It's so long. Whenever I don't want it there, it's so long. Okay, turn the music off. I mean, Jesus, man, we're running a professional program here. All right, the AD stuff. Yeah, I mean, this was a cost savings move. It's what I was expecting any AD trade to be. Obviously, would I have rather have had this deal or the hypothetical KP Kennard for the worst of the Hawks picks this year, which would probably been like 20? Yeah, I probably would have rather have had that one, but I don't even know if that was even on the table. So they kind of restocked their second round pick pile. So this draft, they'll have 3 picks, their own, the Thunder pick, which will be, if not 30th. Does the NBA do it to where the champion is 30th? Or is it just regular season? I honestly don't know the answer to that. So, yeah, okay. So a bottom 2 pick in the first round at the very worst. So you have 3 picks in this draft. I mean, that Suns second will be mid-second round, so whatever. What awful players in this trade? I mean, Chris Middleton will almost certainly not play a game here. I just would be surprised if Chris Middleton plays at all. AJ Johnson is an interesting-ish young player, like whatever. Malachi Branham is a nothing player, might not play a game here. And Marvin Bagley's actually not a half bad big, and I wonder if there's a reroute coming of him, because I feel like he's somebody who probably has some value on the market. Donda Academy alum AJ Johnson. Middleton is probably getting bought out, yes, or maybe sent somewhere else in another deal. I don't know. Maybe the Mavs can help facilitate bigger trades now. B-Dot's the first tweet that pops up. So I literally saw a tweet about AJ Johnson yesterday, actually, because I think he had a pretty good game a couple nights ago. AJ Johnson, dead ass better than Bub. Well, that's not a high bar. To be fair, no offense. I haven't watched too many. Here we go, AJ. Oh, hey, he's a ball don't stop disciple. A ball don't stop disciple. I love that. AJ Johnson has crazy upside. He is only 21 years old. So an interesting little stab here. You know, whatever. I'm not like super high or anything, but a young athlete, take a chance with. Young athlete to take a chance with. This isn't good for Slightly's nothing ever happens slogan. Oh, it's not. Fuck. SGA potential. Let's take a look at some of the advanced metrics, shall we? Let's put away the advanced metrics. Bagley. Why doesn't Bagley not show up? They're literally hiding him. Washington has Trey and AD and gets to keep a lot of young players, although I don't know how much AD will play. Well, I was looking at Bagley earlier, but Bagley's actually, believe it or not, kind of an advanced metrics darling. I'm thinking about that Wizards team next year, and that is not half bad in the East, man. Yeah, the Wizards are way better with him on the floor versus off, surprisingly. But he's kind of carved a little career for himself. I don't know if he even plays a game. Twitter notification. Talking about Jared McCain. The Jared McCain trade is very interesting. But let's stay here. Yeah, look at this. The Wizards are better with Bagley on and Sarah off. What do the Wiz end up paying AD? I don't know. I don't know if maybe their kind of logic is we're not really we're trading expirings and some shitty picks, like whatever. And, you know, we get this chance next year with AD and Trey, and that might just be it. Like, we don't give a fuck. I mean, AJ's better right now than Jared McCain, but I was literally thinking to myself last night or the night before, like, man, I would love for maybe if maybe the Mavs just somehow find a way to take a stab at Jared McCain. What is that pick that the Sixers got? Rockets. Just a pure cost savings move. Bagley's better than Gafford? No, I mean, for real. I don't know, but I wonder if this opens up anything. Oh wait, I didn't even realize the chat wasn't on here. I wonder if this is a signaling something for the Mavs as like a full-fledged rebuild is here, or full-fledged teardown, because I'd like to think Gafford gets traded today, but you've already done all of your cost-saving stuff, so it could be that the Mavs are done. You know, it's very possible the Mavs are done. Kyrie's out the door this week. No. I mean, unless he wants to, unless he wants to.
I actually don't think this trade is bad. I didn't expect anyone to give 2 cents for AD. What are Wizards trying to do with this trade? 2 FRP and 3 SRP. I personally don't see it with this Wizards team.
It's actually a little interesting next year for them, because they'll have a top lottery pick. They'll have a top lottery pick. Don't they have another one too? The Mavs now back in the mix, baby. Back in the mix. They'll have a top lottery pick, a Alex Sarr year 3, Keyshawn George year 3, Trae Young and AD. That's not bad. That's really not terrible. Check Shams. I have Shams notifications on my phone. Is it competitive in the East though? I mean, that's a team that could make the... That's a team that can make the playoffs, I think. How do you reckon our chances against Bucks and Memphis, tanking wise? Oh,
was this a secret kid GM move?
Secret kid GM move. I don't know. Maybe.
We're done with the AD experience. Coop is Rotty.
Rotty! Thank you, Aaron. I was thinking about this going to the game, and we'll talk about this more later. Okay, let's just... I was going to go live at 1 o'clock anyways, and then this went down. New Shams tweet. Let's just hear what he says. Low-key, getting off of
Anthony Davis
Hardy.
went to Dallas, and Luka Doncic went to the Lakers, and now AD is on the move again. Shams, what can you tell us?
Hannah, this is a trade deadline week stunner. Anthony Davis, the 10-time NBA All-Star, has been traded to the Washington Wizards. So the Wizards are acquiring a future Hall of Fame big man. The Mavericks are getting back
Trade
some players, a couple of young
if AD
players,
healthy.
but
yeah, true.
two first-round draft picks and 3 second-round picks. But let's look at AD going to the Wizards now. He joins Trae Young, who they just acquired, the multi-time All-Star, formerly the face of the franchise of the Hawks. But Alex Sarr, Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, Bilal Coulibaly, Bub Carrington, they've been building the last few years. But clearly, the deconstruction phase in Washington is over. They're turning the page after this season on being competitive around that young core that they developed, and now they have 2 anchors of that in Trae Young and Anthony Davis. You think about the pick and roll presence that AD and Trae Young will have together, and defensively, Alex Sarr and
it is. I mean, it actually is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of in on the Wizards next year. They will at least be pretty fun to watch. I actually understand. I actually get their. I see their vision 100%. Yeah, I mean, if they're not, but the thing is if they're not on the court, then so what? And now this changes if they fuck it, Trae Young, AD, you guys are getting big extensions. Then I'll be like, okay, chill out. But if they're just like, yeah, whatever, we'll see how it goes next year, and we'll give Keyshawn George and Alex Sarr this year to, maybe be competitive.
AD manning the middle. But clearly for the Mavericks, 1 year ago, they traded away Luka Doncic, the face of that franchise. No one ever
Would you have ever guessed this was the year the Wizards and Jazz go all in?
Yes, I would. Giovanni, thank you for the 5. I mean, not at the deadline, but my prediction in 2026 was that the Jazz would make big trades. Not that surprising. You look at the landscape of the league, you have some of these teams that have been rebuilding for a long time who are starting to finally see some of their young guys really progress. To just make an effort to be more competitive.
Chris Middleton sounds like a kid move, lol.
Big tank with it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would be utterly shocked if Chris Middleton plays for the Mavs. I'd be absolutely shocked.
NGL, this sham video swayed me. I see it now. But I am worried they gambled huge on AD health. Also, East is kinda open, so makes sense.
I mean, that's the thing is, though, is that they didn't really gamble much, right? They just traded away some expirings and a young guy that maybe they just didn't really think was a future piece in AJ Johnson. And, yeah. Ooh.
Mr. Slightly AD on the phone, break the news to him.
Mr. Slightly AD on the phone, break the news to him. Hello? AD, what's up, man? Yeah. Sure you saw the Shams tweet, but we traded you. No, not to the Hawks. No, you're out. You're going east.
At Thomas Davis 8299 has joined the Slightly Delusional Club.
No,
at
not
Thomas
the Raptors.
Davis 8299 celebrates 14 months of membership.
Not the Heat. You're going to the
basically
Wizards,
moved
buddy.
up in the 2018 draft. Dub.
You're going to the Wizards. You there? We did send your ass to Washington. We did send your ass to Washington, and you gotta go.
Who's next to go?
And best of luck.
I'm shocked Clay is still here.
Sorry you guys had to hear that.
They did those picks can get you quite the return.
Charmaine Dingo with the 199. Who's next to go? I'm shocked Clay is still here. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Gafford, almost certainly, right? Some random with the 199. They did those picks can get you quite the return. I mean, I just like having 2 stabs in the first round, even if it's a late pick. Thomas with the 14 months. We basically moved up in the 2018 draft. Dub. Yeah, it's true. It's a great way to look at it. AJ Johnson on-off numbers. Well, the advanced stats weren't promising. Okay, hey, chill on my demon, man. Look at my demon. And look at that. It's even better when you account the 3-point luck. We got a demon, folks. AJ Johnson has the worst Darko in the league. Man, we're done with Darko. Man, we're done with Darko.
Honest question, are you happy about the trade? I am.
I wouldn't say happy. I wouldn't say happy. And let me explain why.
I'm sure Middleton won't play, but a game of him, Christie and Clay would be fun to watch. Lol.
I mean, I'm just going to assume Chris Middleton doesn't play, but it's entirely possible. Let me explain why I'm not like throwing a parade or jumping up and down. It's not a great return. The biggest thing that they did here was save money. And as a fan, right? Like as a fan who like understands the cap ramifications of certain things. Yeah, it's like, okay, they did good there. Like they saved themselves. We can reset financially. Cool. But in terms of just like we traded away a good player for not a great return. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? Right? Like, it's nothing. It's nothing to me that's crazy. Right. We got worse roster wise, which is fine, right? Like that's okay. Mavs won the trade in my opinion. What, this one? I mean, it's actually a better return than I was thinking.
We got 2 firsts. That's what I'm cheering for.
Well, Aaron, apparently it's that Warriors first is 1 through 20 protected. So almost certainly. Do they even get worse though? I honestly think they will be the same. Well, yeah, I mean with like AD not playing. The Mavericks now have the resources, starting with a likely lottery pick in late first and financial roster resources to build their roster around Cooper Flagg. Dallas has $150 million in guaranteed money next year, well below the tax and apron. For this season, Dallas dropped below luxury tax and both aprons. They have the flexibility in the next 24 hours to continue building up their draft assets. All right, so that's another thing too, because the Wizards had, the Wizards, I think, had like money to absorb stuff. So does Bobby Marks like have a tweet that just shows the finances of this trade? Okay, here it is. So 33 million. And you don't just spell it out, bro. Like I have to fucking do the math myself. Jesus. 33 million. Okay. So 36 million, 41 million. This is all long-term. 44 million, 45. Let's just round up to 47. 47 million. Oh, wow. The Mavericks, Jesus Christ. The Mavericks saved a ton of money on this trade for this year. Like the Mavs just freed up like $20 million this year. No, Bagley's actually not bad at all. And I honestly wonder if they turn around and look to move him.
How you feel about this Luka MVP and you're a goat, Sleahley?
Thank you, XO. How do I feel about Luka MVP this year? I mean, I don't think he's going to win it, but I don't know. This Shea injury opens the door maybe a little bit for that. TTS loud as hell.
Can we pop a bottle? D-Lo is fucking gone. Fire emoji.
I mean, getting off of D-Lo and Hardy in this deal, sleeper. For real.
Got room to go get Giannis now, lock it in.
That's true. Yeah, we can throw together a couple more picks now. What happens if the 2030 Warriors pick doesn't convey? It turns in a couple seconds, doesn't it? All right, let's see. So the Mavs, well under, they're under the tax now even, which is interesting. They have 8 firsts. Okay. They didn't open up a trade exception with this.
How about we send Clay to GSW and they remove Prot?
That's interesting. There's no way they would do that though without. There's no way they would do that with Steph probably almost certainly being gone by then. I wonder now, can they find a way to make another trade to further get under the tax so then maybe they could absorb some money and as a third team facilitator for picks? That's kind of how my brain's working now. Because right now they're $2 million under the tax threshold. I'm assuming they don't want to pay the tax this year, which is understandable. We'll see what else is next. Traded AD for 6 seconds then. I mean, yeah, if that's the way you want to look at it. I mean, this was always going to be... these trades were always going to be about cost savings, man. Yossi said $20.8 million exception. Damn. And that lasts a full calendar year, doesn't it? So... Is there a possibility to get SAR instead of 6 seconds? No.
The Mavs with no GM still better than Pelinka.
The Mavs and no GM still better than Pelinka? Well, the GM's just on the sidelines. They'll create a $20.8 million trade exception they use to take on bad money with draft picks involved. Okay. All right. That needs to be what they do, man. We have more cap flexibility than any other team except Nets now. We will be highly sought out if there's third-party helper. It's kind of funny it's turned into this. Jakob Poeltl, no. So let's now... The AD saga has ended. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you do so. Helps me out tremendously. Lets YouTube now having a great time. 200 million of you in here. And how many likes? Do I even want to look? Do I even want to look at the fucking likes number? 190. Holy shit. That's just so pathetic. I mean, that really is. And I hate to like be rude to you guys, but that's fucking pitiful. And also, if you're not subscribed, so a couple things. One, we will be live tomorrow, and I'll be live from the Haymaker studio. We'll be live at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Is 9:30 a little too crazy? Is 9:30 a little too nutty? B-Dot, if you're open, you're more than welcome to come hang out. That's crazy. If you oil up, I mean, this is one of the more serious streams I've ever done, right? Like a big Mavs trade, AD kind of closing the book on the Luka trade saga. And there's people in here telling me if I oil up, they'll like the stream. And I'm supposed to like look at you guys with a straight face. Unreal. Twerk at 500 likes. No.
Crack of dawn, bro, damn.
I know. Thank you, Joseph. All right, hold on a second, guys. Let's head into our phone. Let's head into our phones, guys. Everyone head into your phones and go to Apple News Top Stories. Okay? Settings. Apple News Top Stories. Never, ever send me a notification again.
Consider you won't slept 9:30 isn't too early.
Consider you won't slept 9:30. Actually, I've been going to bed really early. Like, my sleep schedule has been pretty good. Like, it's been pretty good, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Been waking up at like 7. News. All right, let's go into the news, guys. And like, let's see. What even was it? The Supreme Court will let California use a voter-approved congressional map that favors Democrats in this year's midterm elections. Okay? Notifications off. We're going dark woke. Dark woke. Sadly, I'm sorry, but this trade sucks. Those picks are in reality second rounders. Yeah, I know nobody expected this. And I will say, I'm like, I guess a little bit excited that the pick isn't, that the trade isn't the Raptors trade. I would have been pissed. Talk about the 199. I would have been absolutely furious if we were taking on Jakob Poeltl's contract and Quickly's contract and RJ's contract. Just wouldn't have made any sense at all. No, the Warriors pick is 1 through 20 protected. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe they're good then. Like, who the fuck knows? A, chance to look at AJ Johnson. And again, I don't even know. This is flat out. We wanted to say we got 2 first for AD nonsense. No, Sam, let me explain to you what it is, okay? Let me explain to you what it is. It's not that. It's what's been signaled the entire time, which is we need to get off of this contract. Literally the entire time. Ah, man. Sometimes I want to like just shake these trade machine guys. No, I actually kind of like it for the Wizards, truth be told. Yeah, I'm thinking this means, I don't know about the Mavs open roster spots. Again, I'd be shocked if Chris Middleton plays. I'd be shocked if Malachi Branham plays. Like, those guys are probably getting waived. I got a decent chunk of AJ Johnson stock. Yeah, we'll see. We should trade them Coop in 2030 to get our pick. Now you're talking. The point is that we have to go for next. The point is that we have to go for it next season, Genius. We can't take next season. We aren't winning shit with Bagley. And at this point, Gafford at center. Why do we have to go for it next season? Like, why? Because we don't have our pick? That's just a stupid way to look at it, bro. Like, it's just a dumb way to look at it. At some point, you just have to set yourself up. Why not go for it every season? Because it's not realistic. Like, it's not a realistic thing. You lucked out. You lucked out in such an unbelievable way that you got Cooper Flagg. And you'll probably end up getting, like a top 10 pick in this upcoming draft. Side bias likes losing. Dog, we're losing anyway with Anthony Davis on the roster. Like, what you guys are saying is it's like, hey, guys, guess what? Hold on a second. Tankathon. Guys, they're 19 and 31. And guys, guess who was on the team? Like, this was before the trade. The trade just happened today, guys. And they're 19 and 31, guys. You guys see that? I don't know if you guys have realized this or not. They've been losing the whole fucking year. And I've been watching, and it's been dreadful. So, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Like, if you guys want to do this song and dance again, that's fine. Like, what, like, and you don't understand. They were going to be going into next year as a second apron team. So, like, that's unacceptable because that makes it so difficult to build a team. And the entire thing you need to be doing right now is figuring out how can we build a team around Coop.
When Luka comes back, we'll be ready to go for it.
That's right. And Luka comes back in a couple years. The future's bright. Mavs don't have their own pick until 2031. I mean, they have it this year. If Cooper wouldn't have happened, the Mavs would be the worst franchise for at least a half decade. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But Cooper did happen. So we don't live in a fairy tale world, right? We live in a real world where we have Cooper. We've done the hard part. Coop and Bagley is the Mavs' future. What was the Mavs' future before this trade? I'd love to hear it. I mean, I would love to hear. What in your mind was the Mavs' future? This? This right here? Like, I just don't understand. Guys, he's on the team and they're 19 and 31. Like, I understood the thought process, and I did not want them to take a shit trade. I did not want them to take on horrible salaries in return. Okay? I mean, I never thought of the Wizards as an option, but I did not want, I would have rather have kept AD than have Jakob Poeltl and RJ Barrett. Like, I would have just rather have had AD. So on that front, I'd agree with you guys. But if you're saving, if you're getting off of this money and you're making yourself a more flexible franchise moving forward, and you get the stab at AJ Johnson, and fuck it, we get another first round pick, even if it might be 30. Okay.
Use these picks to get Timmy Brooks in 1 to 2 years.
Yeah, when Timmy Brooks becomes available. And also, this idea, like, look, the reality is I've showcased you guys these numbers before, but use your eyeballs. Like, the Coop and AD pairing, I think it was beneficial for Coop to play off of a guy like that, but it was wonky. It just was. What was I about to look up? Oh, yeah, Najee Marshall. Wow. Yeah, Coop and PJ. PJ's probably next on the list. Yeah, of course. No player is going to like trades. I don't even like doing this, dude. I don't even like doing the underdog bomb. Domantas Sabonis expected to remain with Kings to the trade deadline. Flush our whole team other than Flagg and Christie. What? I mean, everybody should be available. Okay, so there was another pretty sizable trade today. I actually like it for the Wizards 100%. I mean, I do. I think it makes a ton of sense. I think it makes a ton of sense for them. The more I've thought about it. Sure up slightly. I mean, I'm cool with this trade. I think they did a pretty good job, all things considered, and based off of what they were saying. Like, they saved a ton of money. They got a couple of picks. I mean, they kind of restocked their second round draft assets, which were gone, which I don't, I'm not saying like, yes, we got second rounders, we're set. But like, those are important to maneuver around in deals, and they just haven't had any at all, ever. Greatest trade for both teams, unbiased. I'd give the Wizards a solid B. Like, you traded your fake first, if that's what you want to call them, and a bunch of expiring guys. Like, I'd give it a B. I actually think it's pretty solid. I'd give the Mavs just like a C out of principle. A C is just like the max I could have. Like, maybe you could have gotten a B or an A if you fucking fleeced the team. Right? If a team like Atlanta, for example, is like, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, we'll give you the Pelicans pick. Like, we're rabid. We don't know what's going on. We have to have AD. Okay, I would have given you an A there. I would have given Barrett, Pirtle, and Abaji as like a pipe dream compared to this. Like, you're saying that would have been better? Dog, that trade would have been disastrously bad.
The Hardy party era is over. Wish him the best.
Yeah, good luck, Jaden. I give the Mavs a C. Like, this is like best kind of realistic best case scenario on an AD trade. This is just the reality. You're excited for Middleton and Bagley? Well, let me tell you, like, what is trading for RJ Barrett and Jakob Poeltl do for me besides completely and totally fuck my cap again? Like, what? Like, I don't buy into either of those guys.
14 has joined the Slightly Delusional Club.
And not only do I not buy into either of those guys, Jakob Poeltl is about to be on the worst contract in the league. Jakob Poeltl is literally about to have, when his extension hasn't even kicked in yet, I don't think, is about to literally be on the worst non-max contract in the league, almost certainly. So, all right, now we're saddled with that contract forever, and RJ Barrett's just a complete whatever player. In my opinion, like a complete whatever player. You didn't trade AD for picks. In essence, you traded Luka for picks and bench players. Mavs org is onto something.
What was up with Mavs Digest tweet about Kyrie?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what Marcel's little birdies are telling him. Do you think picks would have been better, but we wanted to get off Hardy and D'Lo? No, probably not. Yeah, like RJ Barrett's completely fine as a player. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm not losing sleep over this trade not happening. Joe Fu, I don't know if that popped up or not. 23 months, not being second apron is huge. Now we have a future. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, financial flexibility is big. I think the Mavs probably do a couple more things. Personally. I think they probably move. I think they probably move some guys. What, Bubba? You got an opinion? You got something you want to say? You got a take on it? Huh? You've got a take? You want to get off your chest? You guys hear him? He's probably hungry. He's probably hungry. You hungry? What do you have to say, Finn? Finn's really been more social lately. You're sad about it? You wanted them to trade for Cat? That was never going to happen. No, I know. No, there's no cat teams in the league. You could have been a Bobcat fan. Yeah. They had to trade him, dude. They had no choice. No, there's no reason to go that route. I don't even think you're allowed to say that. AJ Johnson does not have SGA upside, please, God. Is he in year 2 or 3? Let's just be real. AJ Johnson's probably not going to be anything in the NBA. I'm just being honest with you, okay? Like, I'm just being real. Come here, boo-boo. Come here. Very mid trade. Yeah, I mean, so I gave the Mavs a C. Okay, I need to feed him. Hold on a second. Is there anything to like put on and watch? So you guys can chair reacts. The fuck is this? Oh, AD is a wizard. AJ Johnson. Here you go. Here you go. Come here. No, guys. I have the notifications. I have the notifications, guys. I have them. You're not fooling me. How does he look? I haven't even seen. He does not have SGA upside, bro. Please stop, guys. Please, man. It is interesting that he's 21 years old. Just turned 21.
Isaac will make you give the trade an A, smiley face emoji.
Oh yeah, Isaac probably loves it. So let's get into Dallas fans have basically taken over their organization and they're being run on emotion rather than being practical. They were better off waiting for a different pick package or trading Davis this summer. The problem with this logic is, and I didn't mind the idea of the Mavs waiting it out a little bit, but the problem with this logic is you do run the risk of AD being completely and totally worthless. Bro said before he knew the Mavs could get Middleton and Bagley for AD. I mean, did I not tell you guys that an AD return would be terrible? Love how none of the predictions for this trade deadline have come true. Yeah, I mean, the trade deadline has become increasingly more impossible to predict. Like, who could have predicted Jaren Jackson Jr. getting traded to the Jazz of all places? Who could have predicted James Harden getting traded? Like, what the fuck? Who could have predicted AD getting traded to the Wizards? Like, it's crazy. True, like Harden getting traded statistically is not unlikely. But I'm saying, who would have thought this year? Mavs just salary dumped AD and advocating that. AD could become worthless in 2 years, but that's the forced gamble you had to make. Mavs just accepted the loss. Yeah, they had to accept the loss. I mean, that's they pretty much did have to accept the loss. Guys, I need you guys to fucking come to grips with reality about something, okay? If the Mavs were like 30-21 and did something like this, yeah, I would have been like, whoa, what are they thinking? Like, why would they do this? Like, you might as well just ride this shit out. Like, you know, guys, they're 19-30 fucking 1. They're terrible. Have you watched them this year? They are like the least watchable team in the league on any given night.
Trey plus AD combo.
How many times have I said, dog, this is the most boring team in the league? This is the most boring team in the fucking league. It's the most boring team in the league. They don't play a winning brand of basketball at all. Nothing they've done this year has been like, yep, this team, they've like, and this is what I've talked about, like on the margins. There's nothing there where I've been like, yeah, man, they do this and they do this good. So like, you can project them out. What were they, 500 with AD? And it's not like that was pretty. 500 with AD? His time was short. I'm just the one thing I didn't want, and they're 500 when he plays, but they've been worse when he's on the floor. The only thing I didn't want is them to take on some horrible, god awful contract in return. And they didn't do that. So okay, we beat playoff teams with AD. Great. They're 19-31. So cool. They're 19-31. They're 19-31. Bro, Chile just wanted to gamble on AD and Kyrie's health. Now they have to wait until 2030 for championship basketball. They're 19-31. When were they what were they waiting for? They're 19-31. They shot less threes than anybody in the league, and they made less threes than anybody in the league. It was over. AD trade just didn't get us anything. It was never going to get you anything. It got you $50 million. And the maneuverability in the summer to add free agents, to trade for contracts, like they can now actually build a roster and attain assets to help flesh out a roster with Coop. And we'll see what they do with that. I mean, what? You want me to be your binky? Like, you want me to be your binky and be like, no, guys, yeah, they would have won next year, man. Like, next year, AD was going to play 70 games. Like, next year, we could have locked in AD for 70 games, and Kyrie coming back off an ACL. Like, yeah, next year they would have been good. So they should have just fucking ate the contract. Like, next year, guys, was going to be the year. Next year was the year, guys. The hell is this trade?
Heard he has been unwilling to me to confirm, but league sources tell me that the San Antonio Spurs are De'Aaron Fox's perfect.
I'm the source now. We have a trade to announce. This is why I say the trade deadline is next to impossible to predict now, because what is this one? Where the fuck is Shams? The Chicago Bulls are trading Kobe White and Mike Conley to the Charlotte Hornets for Colin Sexton, Ousmane Dieng in 3 seconds. So the Bulls traded 2 guards for another guard. Wait. Hold on a second. What are the Bulls doing? Is Sexton under contract next year or something? Cap space? Huh. Okay. Huh. I'm trying to see the logic here right off rip. Did it save some money for them this year? I'm assuming so. And then 3 seconds, okay. I mean, I think I like it for the Hornets. They're getting the best player in the deal. Didn't want to re-sign Kobe White? Yeah, okay. Mike can sit down and wait. Ain't no way he got traded again. I mean, he could get traded one more time. He could get traded again. Second year in a row, that's slightly jinxed the trade deadline. Yeah, I mean, if Giannis doesn't get traded, it's still just a regular trade deadline. This is about as regular as it gets. There's always big moves at the trade deadline. There's never a truthfully dead one. It's kind of weird though. All of the teams that have done stuff. I mean, the Thunder getting McCain is big. Giannis with the 2. How long till AD fitness press tour? Yeah, AD might play next week. It's kind of weird to think about. To me, this I really don't know. I have no clue.
Heard.
No, I don't need this one, bro. We don't need to do this every time, bro.
But league sources tell me that the San Antonio Spurs are De'Aaron Fox's perfect.
Okay, it's just long now. It's just a little bit long. I'm the source now. Are we sure Kobe's a lot better than Sexton? No. Maybe not. Maybe not. Schefter bomb? What? Haynes report, Schefter bomb. What the hell? Why is Schefter treating... What? Is that a crazy hockey trade or something? Haynes brief. Los Angeles Lakers center Jackson Hayes has been suspended 1 game without pay for pushing a mascot. When did that happen? Last night? Gaff for Matherin next. Thoughts? We'll see, yeah. This guy always tweets some bullshit, man. So you're the most realist motherfucker as a Mavs podcaster. I appreciate you. You need to be protected at all times. So let me use that to segue. If you guys really believe that, you'll support a small entrepreneur, a small capitalist entrepreneur. Shams, you're late, buddy. Chris Haynes had it first. Get this shirt. I love Daniel Gafford. I survived the Texas size heartbreak. Boom, right here. They're limited time. And honestly, you want to know something? You guys better fucking buy these, because I told you guys whenever I was selling the hats, these will only be available for a very limited time and they're never coming back. And yet every other day I'll get a message, hey bro, when is one of the hats coming back? Never. That's what I said. I said never. Are you wearing a double XL? No, I'm wearing an XL, bro. The Shams tweet is about fucking dumbass Jackson Hayes getting suspended. Okay. The Jared McCain trade. Papa Likey, the Thunder fan in me is smiling a little bit. So Jared McCain to Oklahoma City for the 2026 Rockets first round pick. So what, a mid-20s, mid to early 20s in 3 seconds. 2027 most favorable of OKC, Houston, Indy, Miami. So 2028 Milwaukee, it could be a good second. I mean, whatever. But yeah. Here's a real question slightly. Do the Mavs do a tribute video for AD? I hope not. Yeah, good question. Probably. I mean, I just don't get like the... first and foremost, the Mavs are never going to get a great return for AD. This compared to like what you would expect from an AD trade is about as good as it could have gotten. Like, yeah, obviously, you know, the hypothetical mock like of Reese Shea and then that pick. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think that was ever really a thing, to be honest with you. That was like more so wish casting. Mavs have informed slightly biased that he will not be involved in any trade talks. Thank God. It's the worst time of the year. That's why you give it a C. I give it a C just out of principle. I don't think it could be higher than that. Like it's basically like going into a test without studying at all. And it's like, I know for a fact I'm going to get fucked on this, but can I at least do enough to get out alive? Like that's what they did. They were always going to get fucked. They were always like, the return was always going to make people go, oh, they traded Luka for this. Like, obviously, right? If we got Middleton, do we have to stretch his contract? I don't think so. Since he's expiring, they can just waive him, can't they? Real question, do you believe in a healthy lively going forward? So that's a great question, Lucaholics podcast, who I guess is a plant. That's a great question. Because people are saying, yeah, just take the chance on AD next year. I'd rather take a chance on Derek Lively, like beyond anything else. Because the two center shit was a disaster and fiasco. And I did think maybe it could work. But yeah, it was just a complete and total fiasco, right? So if you did go into next year with AD would have had to play center. And that moves Lively to a bench role and stuff. And maybe with his injury history, that's good for him. But I'd rather take a chance on Lively next year. Lively be the 5 next to Coop. And we see what that looks like versus doing the AD stuff again. A lot of backtracking. What am I backtracking on? Let's hear it. Like, yeah, I agree. I thought the double big thing could be interesting. Now, it doesn't help. The double big not panning out really doesn't help that Lively got hurt immediately, because those two in very limited minutes did help out. Those two, like, in very limited minutes were pretty solid together. Mavs are supposed to trade AD for something meaningful. I mean, that's what you guys wish casted, bro. Like, obviously, the return was always disgusting. Like, you guys wish casted this. Look at my demon, bro. Look at my demon. Look at my fucking demon, man. Why can't these guys stay on the floor, man? Why can't he stay on the floor? Wait, why doesn't this work? Boys was talking about picks and all types of shit and got Chris Middleton. No, that's what you were talking about, dumbass. That's what you were talking about, bro. That's what you were saying. Like, I'm sorry you were saying that. You're an idiot. What do you want me to say? It's no one else's fault that you're a fucking idiot. I watched you. Oh, you're a Rockets fan? I'm willing to bet almost anything the Mavs and Rockets win the same number of playoff series this year, which will be 0. So there you go. Go backtrack on that. Cam Thomas is not with Brooklyn as the Nets are in the process of departing for tomorrow night's game against Orlando. Well, there you go. There you have it.
Wish for your team.
Who's your early draft wish for your team? Cam Boozer. I'm interested in the AJ Johnson B-Will transition attack. I'm interested to see who even plays here. Out of this group, I just think it seemed like the Mavs with no picks should prioritize getting real picks, even if it meant taking on a bad contract. No one wants to come to Dallas now. Says who? So the cap space isn't for necessarily signing free agents. It's just for more flexibility in trades. I mean, guys, if it comes out that the Mavs turn down other offers for AD, okay, then that becomes a different conversation. I don't think these like fairy tale trades existed. So like, Jesus, man. No, I mean, I'd want Cam Boozer because he's the best player in the draft. Guys, I gave the trade a fucking C. So, like, you guys in here arguing with me like I'm like, yeah, what a great trade, man. They really knocked it out the park. Ay, ay, ay. He has the least upside of AJ and Peterson. He's the best right now, but they have more potential. I mean, Cam Boozer is dominating college basketball in a way that you only see from top end, incredibly high ceiling, for a freshman especially, incredibly high ceiling superstars. So I wouldn't overthink Cam Boozer at all. Like, yeah. Coop, Cam, and Kai is going to destroy the league next year. I mean, we'll see. Like, the Mavs, obviously, as of right now, don't have their pick next year. So that can't be an argument for, yeah, we needed to just hold on to AD. Like, that can't be an argument. That just can't be an argument. The Mavs could be decent next year. Like, I don't think contenders or anything, but Cooper Flagg being a second-year leap guy just seems so incredibly obvious to me. Fully healthy Mavs would have won rings this year. No, dude, no. They would have been way better if Kyrie were playing, like, of course. You think there's any path to the Wolves getting Giannis without shipping out Jaden? I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I guess you never know, but I can't imagine. This feels very reminiscent of how the Pistons rebuilt after drafting Cade. Free up cap space by trading aging stars for picks. Use cap space to get more picks. Go all in during Cade's prime. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe some of the responses to this are just a coping mechanism because reality maybe hasn't set in for these people. This is going to be a long time. I mean, it just will be. Like, I'm just being real. There's going to be a process, and maybe you get an incredible second-year leap from Coop that kind of accelerates that process a little bit. And Kyrie's back. Maybe Lively plays a little bit more. And Tim Cato, this is actually such an incredible point. The Mavs gained 5 picks to use in trades here. Hopefully you get a good, pick in this upcoming draft, right? Even if you don't get lottery luck again, even if it's a top 10 pick, you need to hit on that. And now you have one guy who you hope is your generational superstar in Cooper Flagg, and you have a top 10 pick that you need to hit on, obviously, as a running mate. And hopefully, you can't rely on Derek Lively, but you at least project that he plays a little bit more. Dan Woke. Who's this? Sources tell me that G-Wiz, the Wizards mascot, was not injured. Do not ever fucking tell me to look up somebody's Twitter profile again if this is what it is. Please. Are you out of your mind? All 5 of the picks are trash. Yeah, we know, dude. We know, bro. Like, we fucking know, man. Oh. I'm not getting rage baited. How do we even go about getting more picks for upcoming years? Yeah, I mean, they've got guys on their roster they could easily trade for picks. I mean, I don't know if anyone on the roster right now is worth like super high valuable picks outside of Coop, obviously.
So many glass half empty people. God, how do they even enjoy life? First it's trade AD for whatever, now it's trash trade SMH lol.
The AD trade return was always going to be controversial. Like, there was never going to be a widely agreed on trade unless they absolutely fleeced the team, which was never going to happen, right? We could have definitely got better than this. From who? Like, finding a trade partner out there that frees up $70 million fucking dollars for you in the process of also giving you, like, I don't know, like it could come out the Mavericks really don't give a shit about AJ Johnson and he just had to be in the trade, and I would believe that. But like a young player at the very least, and you know, a couple of picks, even though they're not good. I struggle to see where the other team was if it wasn't AD. If it wasn't the Hawks, sorry. And I didn't think the Hawks made any sense really. One good first round is better than 5 bad picks. Who are they getting it from? Who are they getting it from, bro? I mean, I'd love for you guys to tell me. I might have been happier if we walked away with Cam Whitmore. What? Cam Whitmore reeks of shit. I mean, so does AJ Johnson technically, but like, that's the point. If you're not a contender or even having a chance of being a contender, there's no point watching this team. We don't have our pick and can't even challenge. So what's the point? Bro, the Pistons got taken Duran and Ivy from the draft. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you don't want to watch, then don't watch. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't like takes like this. Dude, they're 19 and 31 this year. Like, if you've watched already, then you already know what you're watching for. You're watching to watch Coop, and you're watching to watch, you know, some development for some other guys. Like, you already are going through it. They're 19 and 31, bro. No, I mean, I don't think Kyrie gets traded. I really don't know. At this point, the trade deadline, I have no clue. I have no clue who's going to be traded. I have no clue what teams are going to surprise us. I don't know why Elizabeth Olsen's feet are on my fucking timeline, but all right. Dallas won this trade. AD and Kyrie are going to be special. I mean, it is kind of crazy. We got 3/4 of AD and Kyrie. 3/4 of it. I wonder when he stopped being a fan. Like, did he show up to training camp and give Caleb Martin a dirty look? That's pretty funny to think about. Yeah, I heard the Peacock broadcast was like, guys, Coop loves the Celtics. Why do I have this guy blocked? Cooper's mom will try to get him to go to the Celtics game. Cooper Flagg just had the best 3 games a teenager's ever had, and people are saying they can't watch this team. Yeah, I mean, I've been vocal literally the entire year that this team is unwatchable outside of Cooper Flagg. Like, I've been very vocal about that. Marvin Bagley is 24. That can't be true. That can't be true. He's 20. He's about to turn 27. He's in the same draft as Luka. Are you afraid of Coop ever leaving? I mean, he's a rookie, so like we'll cross that bridge. I'm willing to bet you almost anything they could flip Bagley for a second or something. I just
They committed to Coop's timeline fully.
Yeah. So second round picks to me, like, yeah, if you draft the guy and take a chance at him, great. They're more so just like trade ammunition. I mean, look around at all of the guys who have been traded. Seriously, whose fucking feet are like, dude? Get Elizabeth Olsen's feet out of the way, man. Anthony Davis in Washington maybe what finally gets this country universal health care. Hey, man, great trade. Great trade. If that's the case. So second, I mean, look around at all the trades this year and how many of them are just second round picks. With $60 million flexibility next season, would you mind overpaying Tari Eason or Peyton Watson to pair up with Coop since they're both restricted free agents? No. What they should look to do is maybe take a contract on or two for some picks. Who said last year's second round picks are the lube for NBA trades? I don't know, but that's 100% true. Jared McCain fits the whole zesty vibe out there at OKC perfectly. Yeah, no, I mean, okay, so let's finally talk about that trade. The Thunder fan in me, I love it, bro. I love it. I think it's a fantastic trade for them to take a chance at. Again, I find myself a little bit confused as to how they decide who gets what jersey swap. Like, why does Kobe White have a jersey swap ready to go and you don't do AD? Would you take on Hartenstein if OKC gave our pick back next year? Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, 100%. I mean, Hartenstein's good. So I love the Jared McCain trade because, one, it's a young guy that the Thunder throw in, right? They're not like going out and getting some aging star or something like that. Young guy who has legit upside on a weird year, kind of like a Bilo almost, and is literally exactly what they need. A ball handler and also somebody who can play off ball and some decent size. Yeah, this one feels like one of these type of trades, man. Just off rip, this feels like one of these trades where you're like, uh-oh. Interesting for Philly, for sure. I mean, they needed to get under the contract. I mean, he's having a bad year this year. Just coming off the injury and stuff and weird playing time. Philly needed to get under the tax. They get a first round pick. I wonder if this means Philly might be a player in another trade. I don't know. But I like it. I like it as a swing for the Thunder, 100%. Final thoughts on the Jaden Hardy experiment, man. Best of luck to Hardy Party. Best of luck. To D'Lo. I mean, what happens with D'Lo? Does he get bought out or does he play? What happens there? Cam Whitmore was the Michael Jordan of Jaden Hardy's. Are you worried at all about Max slumping a bit the last couple games from three? No, not at all. I mean, shooters have these stretches. So I did go to the game last night. Obviously, I sat very close. I will say they kind of lied to me about what the seats were. They said that it was a couple rows up. It was literally the row directly behind, like Followell and them. Oh, and I broke the Harden trade news to Brian Scalabrine. I broke the trade news to Brian Scalabrine. The Harden trade news. So that was what's up. But anyways, I'll say this, man. That was my first time seeing Coop in person in a game. I went to the fan jam thing. That was my first time seeing Coop in person. What if... So this is a crazy 3-game stretch for him. What if this is just Coop now? Like, what if it's just like, something clicked? I think it was KD after they played the Rockets. KD said, yeah, he's starting to learn that people can't guard him. So what if something just happened and he was like, yeah, I've realized that people really can't guard my drive, so I'm just going to do it. Not 40 points a game, obviously. But I'm saying they're like, yeah, I'm just going to shoot 20 times. I'm not going to be scared to drive, which we've seen at times for him. I'm not going to be hesitant. I'm going to shoot threes. Yeah, I was like before, Scal didn't have his headset on yet. I was like, yo, Scal. He was like, what's up? I was like, Harden traded. He's like, officially? I was like, yep. And he was like, for what? I was like, Garland. He's like, any picks? I was like, second to the Clippers. And then I said, you scared? You guys scared? And him and the play-by-play guy. Dude, the play-by-play guy for the Celtics looks like he's 25 years old. No. Scott was being cool. He was being cool. And then they were like, yeah, they're like, kind of, because Garland never plays. I still remember the Cooper shirt bet. Yes. That was Ian Eagle's son. No, that was the Peacock guy. This was the Celtics broadcast. No, but Coop's gonna be insane, man. I mean, it's unbelievable to watch him. He's a lot more like shifty and crafty.
Got a feel for AD. From chillin' in LA to now WSH.
Got a feel for AD from chillin'. Yeah, no, for real. To now be on the Wizards. I know sneaky. No. I'm not saying sneaky athletic. He's not sneaky athletic. He's just straight up athletic. I'm saying sneaky, like crafty. The little, like he generates space. Or maybe he was just on one last night. I don't know. But he generates space a little bit easier than I thought. That little hesitation that he does. That little, the hesitation move that he has, like it works. And also, he's just been shooting more lately, which is nice. Please check the Fully Delusional Shop email inbox. I will, don't worry. He was on one? Yeah. Telling you, man, when he gets stronger, and he will, and I don't know if it's gonna. I said this on Locked On. I don't know if it's gonna be like a Giannis strength development. That's like one of one, right? But he's gonna get stronger. Like he's going to put on NBA muscle, and he's already able to bully guys. He's gonna bully guys, man. Like he's going to be a downhill demon. He already is one. And he might get taller. I don't know. Silverlight Coop takes steroids. I always wondered is it worth it just to do like, I'm taking steroids. I don't give a fuck. I need to get stronger. And if I get caught and I have to sit out a year, then so be it. Like Jerkson Profar did steroids, had a career year, got paid, and then got caught afterwards. Like, of course. He's like, yeah, worth it. McCain, 38% from three. Consistency from threes. OKC's kryptonite. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it. I love that they just stayed young, too. Coop's massive advantage is he gets great leverage for someone his size. I still see the spreadsheet guys that are just like, still so critical of him. And I'm like, dude, honestly, man, do you watch at all? Like, seriously. I don't know how you could watch this guy play and not be just like, oh, yeah, this guy's something else. There's like being 19 years old and playing at this level. Anything else? So what's y'all's temperature? I said this on Locked On last night. I'm interested to see if y'all agree with me. I think Giannis, if he gets traded, it has to be today. I can't, and you guys know I'm consistently wrong about this shit, but I just cannot imagine a world where the Giannis thing drags out because teams are going to want to know, right? Like teams are going to want to know, hey, I need to know. And then from there, so this time yesterday, I was like, I think Giannis is getting traded. Now I'm like, I don't know now. Now I think I'm off of it. Now I think I'm off. Who's a great stats on a bad team guy? Cooper? I mean, I guess, sure. Wait, so if Conley gets bought out, he could go back to the Timberwolves? Interesting. That's really interesting. Connor's already in sentences with Steph. Danny, I'm not doing this shit, bro. Coop's averaging like 40 points a game over the last 3. Like, I'm not doing this today. Like, what are we even talking about? He's 19 years old. What was this stat? Like this 3-game stretch is more points than a 19-year-old has ever scored, or a teenager's ever scored in a 3-game stretch, and it's like the most by like 17 points. So we've gotten the big AD trade. Kobe White's been traded. We've resolved the Harden stuff. Trey's been traded. What is the likelihood, the chances that we're just kind of done? Like, the rest is going to be just kind of some boring margin moves. Honestly, I'm going to be real, guys. I don't know next to anything about AJ Johnson. Like, I'm really not that deep into the weeds on the Wizards. Ja. The Draymond interview made it seem like he was done in Golden State. Yeah. The Draymond one is interesting. I mean, it's not great that like it's been reported like yes, the Warriors want to trade all of these guys for Giannis. Wait, what did Draymond say? Was this yesterday? I didn't see this.
But, you know, I think a lot of people want to know, like, how I feel about it. Like, am I upset about it? Or, like, I'm not at all. Like, you know, I don't. If that's what's best for this organization, that's what's best for the organization. You know, I'm not, like, oh, man, they fucked me over or something like that. Like, I don't really feel that way. You know, if you would have told me 13 and a half years ago, like, yo, I'm going to hand you this sheet of paper and you can sign it to be in a place for 13 and a half years, would you sign it? And I would have signed it faster than you can blink. So, what do I have to sit and worry about? What do I have to, like, be upset about? Like, I've been here for 13 and a half years. That's longer than probably 98% of NBA players have been in one place. And this guy from Saginaw has been in a place for 13
I don't know.
I don't know.
To me, that kind of sounds like someone just asked him a question. Yeah, like it would be one thing if it were like unprompted. Someone asked him a question about being in trade rumors and Ja would be great for Dallas. No. All right, I'm interested in what comes next because, like I said, I feel like a Giannis trade would have to happen before the end of the night. And I'm sure we'll know. And I'm sure we'll actually get a report that's like, yeah, Giannis isn't getting traded. I don't know, man. I go back and forth on this all the time. I go back and forth on this. Every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, I think he's 100% getting traded. And then I'll think about it more and I'm like, eh. Did I miss anything since the Kobe White trade? No. The Cavs are showing interest in Cam Thomas. Interesting. Giannis getting traded today is the best thing for the league. I really don't know, man. 50. All right, you have to make a. You have to make a. You have to bet $100 on the outcome. I would bet no. I'd bet he doesn't get traded. And we're going to do this whole song and dance for another 5-6 months, which will be excruciating. But then I'm like, so John Morant, all right, apparently the Heat are interested. But if I'm the Heat and then the Giannis saga drags out into the summer, do I want to do a John Morant thing now? No. He's getting traded today, Minnesota, Chicago. Yeah, and then I think about it more. I'm like, some of these Chicago moves, man, or some of these Timberwolves rumors and moves. Outstanding. Morant is a better fit for Dallas than people think if you actually break it down. I just don't understand what's the point of that. I mean, maybe if your logic is, all right, we got off the big contracts. It's like, we can take a stab on one of these buy low guys. What do we have to do for Giannis to Dallas? Wait until he's 39 years old and going to a vet minimum. Something along those lines. Bet you any money. Oh. We have a trade to announce. We have a trade. What? We have a trade to announce. Where are you, Shams? Why don't you pop up? Chris Paul's been traded. Beep, 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 beep. Chris Paul has been freed. The Los Angeles Clippers, Brooklyn Nets, and Toronto Raptors have agreed on a multi-team trade sending Chris Paul to the Raptors and Ochai Agbaji in a Raptors second and cash to the Nets. We did it, chat. Is this just basically an Ochai Agbaji salary dump? Do we think that Chris Paul even plays? So Ochai Agbaji is on, well, the last year of his deal, $6.3 million. Chris Paul is less than that, right? What's the minimum for a guy who's been in the league as long as him? $2 million. Oh, okay, so this is just a salary dump. And probably a buyout then, right? Would be my guess. No, I doubt CP3 plays for the Raptors. Right? Bro got deported. No, they deported him, bro. They deported him. Every team that wants to win needs an OG. Y'all don't know ball. I mean, we'll see, I guess. This was clearly a salary dump for an Ochai Agbaji salary dump. The Raptors will not acquire Chris Paul to report to a team. Oh, and could still discuss trades evolving over the next couple of days. So, do I still not know Ball? Toronto is now out of the tax. There you go. Jake Fisherbaum. The Clippers are receiving the rights to Vana Marininkovic from Brooklyn. Oh. I was hoping the Mavs could get on that, bro. I was hoping the Mavs could get in on Vana Marinovic. Is this a real guy? Marinkovic, bro. I was hoping the Mavs could get Vonja Marinkovic out of Serbia. Is he on the Serbian team? Are there any Kalchi bets? Yeah, I don't know, man. What's Kalchi saying? What's Kalachi saying? Kalachi. How do I get to these again? Ooh, the Giannis. The Giannis bettors are... It's ramping back up that he stays. How do I get to basketball? We go basketball. How do I get to events? Chicago is now, wait. Chicago has now become the betting favorites to land. Wait, what? What am I looking at with this shit, bro? What am I witnessing? What am I seeing? It's crazy. This is all in live time. I think he stays. Is there like maybe an argument that some of the moves the Bulls just made opens up the possibility? Anthony Davis next team. Oh, hey. Washington. Yes, let me bet on this. Yes, $1 million. No. Actually, bro, no. I'm putting $100 on no. He actually doesn't end up going to Washington. Oh, John Morant going to Miami is like the favorite. Dallas. $1 million. $1 million, chat. Wins me $100 million. Should I do it? Why did I get a notification for this tweet I already got? Any other, like, James Harden next team, Phoenix? Why are they here? Actually, I know for a fact, because I was texting with a friend, I know for a fact Daniel Gafford was on here yesterday. Is he not anymore? They've pulled the Daniel Gafford one? Damn, bro. Wait, did I miss him? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will play together on Boston again. ever? Is this not the easiest yes of all time? What am I missing here? I mean, what? Search Gafford. Trade on anything. Really, anything. Okay. Yeah, is Caleb Barton on here? You said anything. Who will be on the cover of Madden 27? This is devil. This is the devil right here, bro. Oh, here we go. Pro basketball players trade before the deadline. Oh, here we go. John Morant is the highest one right now. Why would Tyler Hero? Oh, I guess they were taking Tyler Hero for. RJ Barrett, 54%. Zach LaVine, no, feels like $100 to win 120. Or I guess $100 to win 20, technically. Free money. Free motherfucking money. MPJ just shot up? What? Gafford's moving and maneuvering. Oh, so you can see how much people bet. Yo, there are thousands of dollars on Gafford not getting traded.
It's easy to see how this stuff destroys lives.
Wait, what? This is crazy. This is so bizarre. This is so bizarre. It's like climate. Highest temperature in LA today. Bro, what? What? How do they even mentions? What will Erica Kirk say during her Fox News interview? What? What will Trump say this week? Thug. Oh, oh, Cookie. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck? Insane. Oh, today's Happy International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day, guys. What are our aggregators saying? Oh, is this the shove on the mascot? What the hell? Why did he do that? Wizard. Why did he do that? That makes no sense. True, he's got accusations. That's true. Yeah, they did move up on the Mavs did move up on in the draft by doing this trade. Is this guy like know his shit? This guy like starts to do some speculative stuff that I don't like. It'd be smart to turn notifications on. Like, does this guy know anything? Finn, what are you doing, crazy guy? No, he said LeBron to the Warriors last year. Oh, hell yeah. Who has notifications on? Free breakfast coffee on me for a few people. Huh. Okay. All right. Is there a poly market for whether Finn will eat his kibble? Well, that'll be at no. Kibble? Next to Mike Ducey bomb. Hell yeah. What's Mike Ducey saying? Reaction from Mark Cuban on the Anthony Davis deal. He told Fox 4, love it. While it's tough to lose great players, this opens the door for us to have picks and flexibility to build around Coop. Oh, hell yeah. Mike Ducey bomb. Okay, so this will be it. We'll see what happens. I mean, if another gigantic trade happens, I will go live again. Like, if we get the Giannis trade, I'll go live. If not, I will be live at 9:30 or 10 tomorrow. One of those two. 9:30 or 10 tomorrow, I will go live, and we'll do our trade deadline stream. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I saw a tweet of when Anthony Davis got injured while playing 2K as himself. Wait, this is real? This actually happened? Is this a real video? Oh, man. I guess I've never seen that before. That's just sad. That's honestly, that's not even funny. Do you think the Mavericks try to get Cam Thomas for the Warriors pick and Caleb Martin, maybe send Gafford to Cleveland for Lonzo Ellis-Wade? Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what they do now. I'm more kind of interested to see the behind the scenes stuff come out. Like, who was in charge here? How did this trade get made? Somebody had to pick up the phone and say yes. Right? Somebody had to say yes. Anyways, my final reaction of this trade, I gave it a C for the Mavs. I gave it a B plus for the. I gave it a B plus. Was this the guy who said, "Guys, I broke this trade. It just my phone died." Guys, I had the trade, man. Like, my phone just died. So that's not even on me. I give the trade a C for the Mavs. You know, I think they did the best with what they have. And I feel like the Wizards actually did fairly well. Like, honestly, I get it for them, and I like it for them. When are the hats coming back? Never, bro. They were limited time, man. They were limited time. Which means only available for a limited time. That's what it means when things are limited time. I can't believe Rajon Rondo played more games. Basically, how many years until we are back on top, though? I mean, it really depends on Coop. It depends on Coop. Stein. Oh shit. Is this important? The Hawks have continued to express interest in trading for Dallas Daniel Gafford. Uh-oh. If Stein's saying that, if Stein's coming out with a report like this, that's interesting. Because I feel like he doesn't do this unless he thinks a trade's coming. Gafford for whatever, expirings, and can we get that Cleveland pick? Yeah. No, it's not going to be the Pels pick. Kennard Newell in 3 seconds? Nah. Well, that's interesting. Makes me think a trade could be coming soon. I can't stick around all day and wait on a Daniel Gafford trade, though. No way the Hawks... No. The Hawks are not trading the Pels pick for Daniel Gafford, bro. That's not happening. Does Stein have sources? Is that sarcasm? Stein at the very... was at one point at the very least. Kyle Van Noy. Hey, Mavericks fans, y'all need to know a guy in y'all building. He's literally done this everywhere he's gone. Sooner y'all find out the name, you will not be shocked by any of this. I, for one, am not shocked by any of this. Huh? Why is Kyle Van Noy saying that? I think Jason Kidd is what he's trying to say, but I'm trying to think, like, does Kyle Van Noy? Kyrie?
Worst Mav AD, Chandler Parsons, or Rajon Rondo?
Rondo, easily. Rondo by a country mile. AD was just hurt, man. This is fucked up. Okay, for real though, I can't keep lingering. Yeah. Very interesting. Thank you guys for coming out. Again, if a crazy trade happens between now and tomorrow morning, I will be live. Probably not a Gafford trade. But if we get a Giannis trade or something like that, I will go live. And if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I love you all. Talk to you all later. I'm willing to bet a trade happens in the next 10 minutes. Love you all. Bye-bye.